How do you improve communication in order to rebuild trust with someone that you love? I'm coaching an amazing man named Chris, who is going through the process of a separation. And Chris has been able to actually communicate very, very well, effectively, with a spouse that was pretty bitter and resentful because of some of the mistakes that Chris had made. And it really showed and highlighted how when you are thoughtful and considerate in the way that you communicate with your significant other, it is possible to rebuild trust even after serious mistakes have been made. But in order to do so, certain conditions need to be in place. You need to make sure that you are not yourself in a place of heightened emotion, that you're not being overzealous or too gung-ho, too desperate in your attempt to connect with your significant other. You need to make sure that you are aware of their goals and their needs, and that you are respecting those goals, those needs, and those boundaries. Because if your ex asks you for space and you try to reach out to rebuild trust, it won't work. You need to be thinking not just of what it is that you want and what you are hoping for, but also about what your ex needs, what your ex wants, based on what they have verbalized to you, but also based on what you know about them. And so the more you are able to show them, both through your actions and through your words, that you're mindful of their needs, that you're respectful of their boundaries, the more you will be able to rebuild trust. You also need to be able to articulate how you have grown, what you have learned, and what has changed in your own behavior and in the way that you guys will interact and communicate. If you're unable to articulate this, it's going to be very difficult for your significant other to feel comfortable engaging with you, communicating with you. In essence, it is another form of validating how they feel, validating their pain, validating their decision perhaps to end the relationship. And the more you're able to learn to do those things, the more you will be able to build actually an emotional connection. And I don't want you to be the one to seek to force this type of communication or this type of contact. I would rather you engage in lighthearted conversations, one that doesn't feel superficial, but again, in the types of contact that are easy for your significant other to engage with. If you're talking to them about this romantic period or very romantic vacation that you guys shared together, they probably will be triggered because they're no longer in that headspace, or because they will feel like you're trying to convince them of something. But if you're able to be there for them without being desperate or needy, when they need your support, you will be able to rebuild trust. Of course, we don't want to be a pushover. And if your ex is being super negative, super nasty, seeing someone else and still taking advantage of you, then you need to have the self-respect and the decency to say no and to lay a boundary. But if your ex is being respectful, then you need to show up for them as well. Because it's in those spaces that we're going to be able to truly rebuild trust and that emotional connection that you are yearning for. It is possible, no matter what type of dynamic you're in, no matter what your current situation is, to improve the communication and to build trust. Some of you may have a long way to go. Others may be on the cusp of a new relationship. But either way, think in terms of gradual steps, not going beyond what your significant other is willing to go. And that takes, again, awareness and understanding of what this process looks like and what it will take to rebuild a new relationship. We are here to support you. Our entire team stands ready to support you. And I can even offer you a free discovery session with a member of my team to help you understand where you're at and also to explore what types of coaching packages may best be suited for me to support you to reach your goals. And if you're interested, click on the link below, and it'll be my pleasure to set that up for you and to get to know you and understand exactly what you are going through. I hope this is helpful and clarifying. I wish you only the best, and keep up the good work in rebuilding healthy communication and trust with this person that you love so dearly. And take good care.